Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Very Sky Rita Lee's video blog. I'm your host, Fleet Admiral Krabby McCoffee, and that's Commodore Krabby, a crab apple right there.
Hi.
Yep, enjoying a cold rain here. So, for you people, I am also known as San Juan Island Prepper and Living Simply Fun. If you're new to the channel, hit the like, subscribe, thumbs up button. If you're coming back, you're welcome. So, we're going to do the first unboxing.
Let me bring you the box. The box is in here.
Yes, and my Swiss Army knife is right behind that.
Right there. Check 1, 2. There's the Swiss Army knife. And,
by the way, this is a good tool, everyone, because if you need to start a fire, they provide you with a magnifying glass to start a fire.
They do? Oh, wow. Let me see. That's pretty cool.
Comes with everything you need, yes.
This one's a little bulky for your pockets, though. I have no bra on, by the way, so please excuse me, fans and customers.
We're going to open this up. This is some of the prepping stuff I've ordered. I got more coming tomorrow, but some of the stuff that I keep on hand for emergency prepping. And by the way, I got this for $2 a box. That's why I picked it up. I got another can of Nito, by the way.
Nice.
Nito. The Nito, this will make about 10 gallons of milk, everyone. I know Tilda will complain. And then I picked up some more white cheddar mac and cheese. I find this to be very good substitute for Cracker Barrel. So, anywho, this is some of the preps that I use because...
Get the next box. We gotta get the next box done. It's like Christmas. It's like Christmas, guys. Well, let's put the deluxe away.
As soon as my shelving comes in, we're going to be reorganizing the pantry, which is overflowing with 20 billion bags of beans in there, people.
Bags and bags of beans, guys.
Beans is a staple, by the way, preppers. So you might want to remind you all that beans is something that can be done.
There's your
we'll
next
just dispose of this. More mac and cheese, probably. I got 10 boxes plus another 10 coming.
Wow.
Please excuse Zoe. She's very popular. Yes, this costed me $2.50 a box, people. This is a double box of Hamburger Helper. Now, with the right amount of Hamburger Helper, you can literally just gotta dispose of these boxes. Yeah. With the 1 pound of hamburger, a little milk, you can make this and make it in a full skillet, and you're set. To me, cool. I find it to be very good, peeps, and it's a good meal. Now, I want to tell you, everyone, that Brother Higgins decided to use some of his prepping food today to make sloppy joes out of Keystone. Now, everyone knows Keystone meats are the most expensive canned meats in the world.
Now, you can also use this Swiss Army knife to break down boxes.
That's you put a screwdriver.
Yeah, I know.
She's a little tipsy. This is one of my favorite tools, by the way, the pliers. It has a can opener, a bottle opener, scissors, which I got to clean the scissors again.
Moppy!
I need to clean the scissors because when you're out...
You can make a Moppy box out of it. You just put Moppy in the box and call it a Moppy box present. Surprise. Moppy, who wouldn't want to get you in the mail or something? Can I have the screwdriver part again? I want to break this box down. I like the screwdriver to do it because it doesn't cut me.
And then I believe this is the other 5 boxes of macaroni and cheese, which means I got 10 more coming at $2 a box because I don't like the regular cheddar. I like the white cheddar. It tastes good, and it's got garlic in it, people. So to me, it's pretty good. I got some other stuff coming tomorrow, which means, it's all good. So here we go. Here is the rest of the mac and cheese. And this, by the way, is good for 2 reasons. Prepping and eating it as a meal by itself. I got plenty of mac and cheese, but I got Spam coming too, by the way, cases of Spam. I want to tell you that this is the meals that I prefer. This stuff here. Now, some people, they don't like mac and cheese or try the box stuff. So, that $6 microwave Stouffer's works really well for some. But what if the power goes out? How are you going to cook your Stouffer's in a microwave?
Why is she looking at me when she talks about
I
this
wasn't
stuff?
talking about you. I was talking to the camera. So, anywho, there we go. See? Then we got all that, and all we have to do is throw it in the recycling, which I already said something to the manager about recycling today. God. I asked Zoe to pop her head in there. Oh, my God. I think she was surprised that, you see, we're going to lose our recycling people. So, Tildor says, why isn't she prepping? Well, she's trying to get situated.
And I have a tiny home. That's the other reason. It's a very small space. We haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but let me just say
I
for
need
the
room
record
for my clothing.
that she just shipped out all her shoes, so her shoes are with her now.
Yes, I have my shoes.
So look at this. Look at this.
Wow, what's that from?
Moppy hair.
Holy cow.
So for you preppers out there, people say, what about EMPs? That's where you buy a Faraday bag, but an EMP can only affect certain issues like nuclear attack or if there's a GoldenEye satellite, which is pretty cool. So, but the main thing is as a prepper, you need to keep prepping. It's not just about buying crap, storing it away. You got to use your stuff. You got to use the stuff all the time. And that means you restart what it is. You got to buy what you use and you buy extras. So if something does happen, you have extra food too. But the main thing is what I'm trying to teach you guys in my prepping world is the legitimate logistics of economics. I mean, think about it. Food bank, that reminds me. Food bank, you got a bacon strip right there. You don't get anything, Moocher. Come here. There. Did you want me to put that in the fridge for you?
Oh, yes.
Got to put her... Seems these things are falling apart because of the plastic thing. So, anywho, for some of you out there, as a prepper, prepping is not just about buying stuff to store it away. I've been teaching this young grasshopper here that she needs to look at utilizing like certain prepping tools I use when she's going to like farmer's market. You just got to go 9:30 to 1:30 on Saturdays. The San Juan Food Hub, good places for meat. Heck, the other week they had filet mignonis. You could probably barbecue your own filet mignonis, cheaper than going to the restaurants. But as Tildor said, restaurants cost money. Well, as long as you're buying at the restaurant, that's one thing. If someone else is buying, then what's the point of even worrying about it, people? Someone else is buying dinner, don't worry about it. Now, point is, the American people need to realize that prepping is not just buying stuff and stockpiling it away. It's also about hopefully I don't get flagged for that.
It was very sorry. It wasn't on long enough, I don't think. Doesn't have to be on for like a certain amount of time.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
Sorry, I don't play any music.
So basically, as a prepper, you got to prep. A lot of people say, well, what's with the food pricing? Well, the food pricing is getting high. When I told Zoe when she was getting ready to come out here the second time, I said, wait till fall and winter. Prices go through the roof. because everyone's, I mean, she's learning that island time means most of the islanders do their own thing. So
most of the islanders are open and closed whenever they want to be. Have you noticed that?
for example, you want prime rib at Haley's. I'd love a slab of prime rib. Haley's closes at 9. Brewery closes at 8. Some places close at 10. Old Herbs used to be open till 2, but they burned down. So the point is mine. And Phil's sometimes open on the weekends till 2. But the point is, as a prepper, you have to look at your logistics. You have to look at your finances. I mean, look, I don't want to rain on anyone's parade here, okay? A lot of people say, oh, well, Ruda, you shouldn't be. Let me put it this way. When it comes to prepping, okay, you need to think about your economics. And I'm telling everyone this. I mean, literally, financing, money doesn't grow. I mean, let me put it this way, okay? Zoe loves my sense of humor. So yesterday I vented her on the phone, everyone. She knows this. She called me, check in, and she saw it today. She's like, I don't understand why you're in so much pain. They won't do anything. The dog. But anyways, today I reiterated my story. But I reiterated in a way that when she writes her book, she can actually put it in there if she wants. Beer doesn't grow on fucking trees. I mean, literally, it might come out of hops and wheat and other grains. I mean, beer is made with rye, wheat, and barley and hops, depending on the formula. Thing is they have to grow it, process it, make it into a liquid, enjoyable beverage like Zoe's drinking and me, and then they got to market it to the store. So then you go to the store, and I know a lot of people actually, there's so much beer drinkers. No. And because of it, look what happens, right? So neighbor is like, can I have a beer? Can I have a beer? I'm like, no, I'm going to run out of beer. Right. Beers don't grow on trees. Money doesn't grow on trees. That's one thing I was trying to teach the lovely prepper princess, as Tildor calls her. Actually, I'm the only one who can give that title. She's the lovely Duchess. Her royal pain in my assy, Zoe. But the point is I'm teaching her that the best way to survive on an island, I've done it for 5 years, is utilize your Target, your Walmart, your Fred Meyer, your Amazon. Now I know. I just heard something funny, okay, as a prepper. You guys want to hear the funniest thing? So Zoe's, I call him landlord. I don't know, she calls him the boss. I call Moppy the boss dog, but apparently they eat a lot of ramen, apparently, okay? And to me, my therapist, who owns like 4 houses, a lot of different stuff, private boats and everything else, my therapist, she loves ramen because it comes in a case. You just add water and you're done.
Right. And
a lot of people say, oh, well, it's not healthy for it. Well, think about it. You got to ask yourself, prepping situation, if you live on an island, like for me and Zoe, it's not cheap. I mean, you got your rent, and Zoe scored nicely. By the way, all utilities are covered, but we won't go there.
Well, except internet.
Well, we got that fixed today, which took me 5 minutes, which, by the way, I want to tell you guys a story. She calls me up. I'm coming over here. Cool. I have to blow some steam off. Cool. I yelled at T-Mobile for 2 hours. Cool. So then I go in, and I was waiting for Higgins' instructions, but he never got back to me. So, Higgins, you lost another $25 gift card. So thanks to,
we took care of it in 5 minutes.
Yeah, so I went online, figured it out, and then I charged Zoe a case of 15-pack of beer, and she was generous to take care of my water and the can of Pringles. She wanted Pringles, and she's gonna learn the layout soon enough. In Marketplace, the chips are in the booze aisle, so they put it there so they know when people are getting drunk, that they can just grab some chips to go with it.
Oh, that's a good way to remember it. The chips are in the booze aisle at Marketplace.
Yes, exactly. And they do that so when if you're going to drink, they want to make sure you absorb that alcohol with chips. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, as I've been teaching you all preppers, you got to buy what you can and on your dime financially, but you can't basically go broke. Groceries are going to get expensive. I mean, look at the food bank. Food bank gives 3 to 6 eggs a week. I'm sorry, but I want to, if the eggs are on sale, I'm going to get a couple dozen eggs. And, you can also buy your eggs in the bulk, 5 dozen eggs. But that's if you're going to use an omelet maker, which reminds me, did you ever bring yours with or you left it behind?
Well, it was a non-stick surface, which my mother believes gives people cancer.
So she left it behind is what she's saying nicely in those Zoe terms. But me, I showed Stacy and she's like, oh yeah, we can use that. And Stacy gave me a bag of cheese, so I'd like to make some omelets for dinner.
Nice. That sounds good.
She gave me, by the way, people, this is what she gave me. Some, I don't know what it is. It's an unopened bag of Mexican 4 cheese. So I can make a Mexican 4 cheese
but it's
omelet.
Tillamook. That matters. It's the good kind.
She only goes with the good kind, apparently. Yes. She drinks the cheap beer and eats,
Eats the good
So
cheese.
another thing that I've been prepping for people is I got 20 cans, $2 each on sale of Laredo chili. Now, my therapist was saying she loves canned chili. That's why she buys in the bulk. I can't complain because, to make chili, you need hamburger, which I have. You need beans, which I have. And then you need some other stuff, a crock pot, which I have. So, and now for some of you out there, you guys are all saying, oh, Pee-wee sent me a message a while ago saying, oh, you can't eat this. We actually are isolating it too. My stomach is fine with gluten. It's the IBS flare-ups, but it's also triggered with the hernia or double hernia. So point is, we're going to get that taken care of. But as a prepper, you need to ask yourself, how much are you willing to buy? How much are you willing to, every person that's going to prep for an emergency disaster, I have to say this to you all. When a SHTF situation happens, you only have your own responsibility. I made a joke today, and Zoe's like, oh, but, and I realized, yes, okay, as long as she gets here from there. But, if there is a panic situation, the problem is everyone's going to be flocking to the grocery stores, and they're going to buy up everything. It happens every time a tornado or hurricane or flash flood, so you have to have your stuff prepped, ready to go, and so forth and so on, So now I know that. And here's another tip for you preppers out there: you can get the regular ramen for $5 for $24. Problem is, you better buy yourself a giant jar of beef or chicken bouillon because that'll make the flavor taste better. Otherwise, it's just
That's a good tip.
Because that is why I spend more money and I buy my favorite spicy chicken or piquant chicken, and that's went from $5 a case to $20 a case. So you got to remember, the more tastier the ramen, the more money they're going to be making. So that is something you guys got to think about. But with me, I got so many hot dogs in the freezer. I'm just going to start making chili dogs, ramen. Should put him in a giant hot dog bun. He's been mooching again, people.
Show the audience Moppy. Moppy the mooch. Here's Moppy the mooch. Moochie, moochie, moochie. I made it out of clay. Moochie, moochie, moochie. On beg mode, I will stay.
Look, I gave you a bacon strip. You didn't eat it. You don't get it.
Moppy,
Fine. You know what?
You're
Fine.
a
You know what?
queen, Moppy.
Fine. You want to be this way?
You know what,
Grumpy?
Moppy?
Fine. I'm going to give you one of Aunt Pee-wee's bones. Here you go.
Yeah,
have one of these.
He doesn't like those.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, he eats them if you break them up.
Okay.
There. You get 4 little biscuits and doggy bones. Eat them up. See? There. That's what you get. He's like, Mom, what's this? It's a dog biscuit. The banks give them to you. The coffee shop gives it. Actually, I think the coffee shop gives him those little meaty treats. Yeah. Irene's always doing something like that, But my point is,
Oh, wait a minute. Did you know that you get that according to Facebook, you get 10% off at Irene's if you're a local?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I am a local member.
Do they always give you 10% off?
Actually, they give me 25
What?
because I've been here 5 years.
Where's my discount?
Well, they don't know you that well yet.
Oh, shit. I can't be straight. Should I ask about it? I mean, 10% for locals, right?
Yeah. But you have to be before you get 10%, you have to be here like 6 months. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, Irene doesn't own it anymore, so technically she's just managing it. She sold because of her health issues, people. But
I mean, any way you can save in this town is okay, though, because everything's so expensive.
Well, that's why I keep telling Missy here, Tildor, that she should utilize the internet. I found her a three-piece set of cast iron, really nice cast iron. They're $23. You can pay one, and I sent her the links on Ace, by the way, and they're like $40. So $40 or 23, and you get 3 frying pans. I take the 3 frying pans over the 1 frying pan myself.
Wow, I don't have enough room to store all those frying pans.
She does. She's got that little picture, right, people? I can tell you where she can store them. She's got the frying pan holder sitting right above the stove. There's only 2 hanging things there in each corner.
That's a frying pan holder?
That's what it is.
That's what that is?
Yes.
Where's that picture? Are you serious?
Yes, I can show you the
What
picture.
The fuck? I didn't know that was a frying pan holder. No one told me that.
Yes, I mean, look at I'm gonna pull it up right quick. See, I'm not gonna show you those pics, guys. Those are this. Look, you see right there, right there. You got your frying pans here, and then you got your 2 things there, and then there's hooks. So you can hook some more right above the hood vent.
I don't understand. I never had a frying pan hook.
Look, these are used to hang your frying pan. See?
No. I put those there.
Yeah, well, they're supposed to be used for frying pans. You can hang your frying pans up. I mean,
but where are they going to go then? Those are.
Well, what are
those? Those are what do they call them? Pot warmers. They're silicone pot warmers. You put them like this, like mitts.
You mean like mitts? Well, you just basically use a drawer for everything. By the way, doesn't your stove? Let me ask you a question, okay, people? I got to teach. School's in session. Let me ask you a question. Now you have a stove, right?
Yeah, I have a stove.
Okay. Then what about this? Well, do you have one of these in the bottom of your stove? See? You put your pots and pans down below. There's a door for it. Every pot.
I don't think mine has one of those.
Yeah, it does too. I can show you the picture.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, okay. See?
Okay, let's see.
You see? So I'm still looking at these pics, by the way. But see, look at this. See the little door right there in the bottom? There's a handle.
Oh, yeah. That's the door.
Duh.
That's where
That's
where my cookie sheet goes.
Well, you put your cookie sheet in, you put your pots and pans in there. That's where everyone puts them.
I thought there were other hooks like magically that I didn't.
Well, you can actually put extra things in there, but it has enough room for frying pans, pots, and pans.
Yeah. I gotta have my housewarming party one day.
Yes, and I'm gonna have to order a present for her. Yes. Mm-hmm.
We're not having it yet. Though.
No, we're not having it yet.
We get through the week.
Yeah, they got to get through the surgery first.
We gotta get through the surgery, right? We gotta get through the surgery.
See, he's eating
then
it.
We can have a house. Well, that's because you broke it up.
Yeah, well, that's what it has to be. He usually eats every one of those little, things. But you guys, you preppers out there, you need to prep because one of the things I want to talk to you about prepping is very important, and I want to talk to you about it. It doesn't matter where you live, preppers, prep peeps, is you need to realize pricing's going up. And let me tell you this. The only Black Swan event I can think of right now, besides Belarus turning their nuclear missiles to Russia, from Russia to the NATO, is a banking collapse. And the only reason why we would have a banking collapse is Butthole Powell, that's his name, Jerome Butthole Powell, arse monkey, is literally turning around and going to raise interest rates, which means raising interest rates means stores can't do the credit, so they're going to have to raise the prices, and eventually people are going to be utilizing the food banks, the food kitchens, the soup kitchens, the pantries, and Amazon more and more. Yeah. And by the way, for some of you preppers out there like Higgins, and I showed this to Zoe the other day, once you get a food card, put it on Amazon. Your card's registered. Your Amazon Prime goes from $12.99 a month to $6.50 with tax.
Really?
And on top of that, and every 2 years they renew it. On top of that, Amazon Prime people, when you go through, let me just show you guys a little thing here, because you guys probably don't know this. I'm going to increase the thing. Okay, so we'll just throw this in with the recycling. I think this works. I got a couple of these bags. But anyways, let me just say you guys might find this entertaining. So when you're shopping on Amazon and you have food stamps, you can get more money out of your food stamps than going to the local store here on the island, because a lot of islanders do this. So for example, say I want my Kraft Deluxe macaroni and cheese, right? For prepping purposes, okay? So I like the white cheddar. Okay, the white cheddar and bacon. Yeah, the bacon one's more money, but seems anyways, let me just show you this, okay?
Can I put this on the charger?
Yeah, just plug it in. There's a should be just fine here. There's enough room here.
No, I mean, do you have a chart? You used to have one.
Yes, I have one in the other.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just down to 15%. I know we trust Clarence, but we want to have some service here.
I'll have to sit it on the floor because I don't have her handy dandy 15-footer. Right. So, but you can just leave it there. It's fine. So, okay, let me increase the thingy because Zoe's probably going to want to see this lesson too real quick. But, so I'm going to show you screen share. And then this is going to be one of those lessons that even Zoe might be happy to see. You see. Okay, so guys, can you see this? Okay, you can. So if you see here, see that? See that, people? Right there in blue. Snap EBT eligible to take your food card right there, free shipping. You're going to have all your food stamp food brought in from Amazon, and you don't even have to go to the grocery store. That leaves you with more time to piddly fart around doing other things. But my point is this is something you guys got to think about.
What a pig.
What do you guys think? EBT? Food stamps? Now, let me show you something else, people, because I share this with you every 6 months, okay? So let me just minimize this for a second because you're going to love this next lesson. It goes like this.
This whole video is going to be just me belching.
All right, so here we go. Right here. You see this? Let me just increase this to 200%. Zoe's probably sitting there enjoying her belch fest. But you see this? Welcome to Amazon Access. Explore the benefits below. See if what you unlock with 50% off. So, right here. See this, people? So, if you have a food stamp card, right here. Amazon now accepts SNAP EBT for eligible groceries. So,
is this the right one?
Just stick it in here. That's fine.
Okay.
So basically, what I'm trying to tell you guys, sorry about my shoes in the corner, is when you have Amazon Prime, your Prime benefits is $6.50 a month. So instead of $13 plus tax, it's $6.50 per month. So,
what?
The thing fell apart. That's what I mean here.
That thing's not very good.
Well, we'll get you a bag if you want to take these home with you.
Bag lady. The beery bag lady. You'd be like, get out of here with that beer. Kick me
Well,
out at 8 o'clock.
No. I can basically keep it here for you. But
That's
I
right.
can't guarantee you.
Oh, right. I'm keeping here, and tomorrow it'll be gone.
That's what I said.
That's
what.
so I'll gladly hold your beer for you, and you can come get it on Tuesday.
Anyways, people, what I'm trying to tell you guys is Amazon Prime is right here. So it's 50% off, okay? 50% off for Prime. Because it's 50% off for Prime, that means that if you have a food card, which I am getting my card re-upped on the 20th, 21st. So basically it's 50% off. And that means, let's just say it, okay? That means you get discounts or up to 1 million ebooks, Amazon Music. You get Amazon for shipping, well, even though it's slow shipping. You get Prime Video. You can always find something on Prime. And that includes the freebie. So you can actually go to Amazon's freebie section and you can literally get 50% off. So that means, you have your movies,
Why do they give you a discount on that? That's
because
cool.
they're taking it, the government's, for the deal is Amazon's breaking it down 50%, and in return, you remember Amazon had that student deal. If you're a student, you get 50% off for Prime 2 for students.
Yeah.
Well, they're doing this for anyone who's got a food card.
Wow. Is this recent?
This has been going on for 4 years.
Oh, wow.
See, I know what I'm talking about, people. That's what I am. That's why I have access to Prime's video library and everything else. Yes. So 50% off. I increased this to 200 to show you guys. Look at that. 50% off. You preppers need to look into that because you can order all your groceries there. Now, I know some people say, oh, well, I have Walmart or Target. Let me tell you a story about Walmart and Target. Walmart and Target, literally, they'll take your EBT. But the only one that has full command and delivery options is Amazon. Walmart and Target, let's just say Zoe gets a food card. Okay. She orders Target. They're going to be expecting her to go to Bellingham to pick up. She goes to Walmart, says she wants to get 73.26. I know she's going to be like, whatever, 73.27. That's what it is. Hamburger, the 10-pound chubs, for example, make meals. They're going to expect her to go to the Walmart, pick up her order at the pickup area, and let's just say I have my cooler with me, so she's got ice in it. Story goes like this, and let's just say she picks up other things, where one's got the cooler, the other one's got the shopping cart. That's fine and dandy. You can also buy a smaller cooler to put into the shopping cart, so you can actually have like a couple dozen cheese sausages. I love those cheese sausages. That's the best place to do it. But they say you have to pick up your order. Now, back in the day when picking up orders, one of the things I loved about Walmart ordering is it's called Go Pick My Order Up. And they had those rare Doritos at the time, the Buffalo Wing Doritos. Love those. The Wild Wing Doritos. And the Flaming Hot, or it was Ruffles. And on top of that, she'd go in there, and I got to sample every Irish cream liqueur. And it was pretty cheap back then. Now it's a lot more because of taxes. So think about it from this point of view, people. Do you want to send the lovely Zoe out to get preps? No, don't laugh, Tildor. 40 miles to get on 3 buses just to get to the Walmart, and then 3 buses back. So it'd probably be an adventure for her. And I will tell you there is a little secret about going grocery shopping, and I'll be taking Zoe before winter sets in. I got to get her to order a coat. But when you basically get done, or if you miss your bus, the bus always runs from Mount Vernon every hour. So what do? You go next door from the bus station into the Skagit Brewery. You get some wings and some beer, and you just sit there and wait for the next bus. See, it works. That's why they put the brewery next door. They make money and everything else. Point being is, as a prepper, you have to ask yourself, how much are you willing to spend for your groceries? I mean, winter's setting in soon. You need a winter's coat. You might need a Jackery or a EcoFlow.
You got to have layers in this Pacific Northwest. Layers of clothing, I noticed. Like, take them off, put them on. Take them off, put them on.
Yes.
A lot of people like layers here. And no umbrellas.
Umbrellas are only used as if you can remember to carry an umbrella for rain. But my point is if we're going to have any Black Swan event, I can't confirm or deny it. Tildor won't give us any of the intel. He won't even give me a gift card. How cheap is that? He loves my channel, but you know.
You could really use those gift cards.
Right, because I'm wanting to test out long-range radios with Zoe, and I have to have her bring once a week back a radio and say this one doesn't work or this one doesn't work, so we can get you guys the best radio for the money. But also as a prepper, you got to basically look at something like an EMP attack. You know, we're out so far out the EMP might not hit, but nuclear strike. If everyone knew there was a strike that hit Seattle, the wind and the moving of the radiation would be 4 to 6 hours. It would move faster if we knew if they hit Everett, Kitsap, or Naval Woodby Island. So the point being, my friends, is you guys got to prep, and you got to prep fast, and you got to prep.
Look, Rita, look.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. Oh,
he likes you. The other thing I keep telling you is get yourself an affordable, basic radio. A radio will come in handy, even if it takes 2 AA batteries. The other thing is make sure you're well stocked with batteries for the winter. The second thing I want to tell you is, if you can afford it, spend a couple $100, get a world band radio. That'll pick up everything in English-speaking countries or more, because you'll know if other countries were hit.
Now, do they speak a different language at the British camp?
No, the British and English campus. Our islands are the British camp is run by the Park Service, so it's all
it's
American.
not a bunch of Brits over there. I'm
not anymore. It was the Pigs War. The Pigs War is over. So when one of the kings of England came over here with a diplomat and a president, they met up and they made boundaries. Vancouver Island was theirs. San Juan's was all ours. So that because, you know, the Pig War started when someone killed a pig. Yeah. Go figure.
I thought the Pig War started when someone didn't pay the other person enough money for killing that pig.
No, that's not what I heard. The war started when the Brits killed an American pig.
No, it did. But what I'm saying is there was supposed to be compensation for that pig, and they didn't give them enough money.
Well, back then, there was not enough money to go around.
Right.
Why do you think I tell Zoe jokingly half the time, my preppers, money doesn't grow on trees? Yeah, it doesn't. Money doesn't grow on trees. I mean, look at my neighbor Moocher.
Which one?
Can I have a beer? Can I have a beer?
Oh,
Can I have a beer?
Yeah. She can't even afford. So basically, on what they pay her, she can't afford to buy beer. I think that's the problem with the employer, not Stacy's problem. They should pay her enough to buy a beer, unless she drinks it like water.
Well, exactly. But anyways, so you my fellow preppers out there, like I said, for you guys out there, you guys got to basically prep because, you know, Tildor says, ooh, the Black Swan's coming. Zoe needs a prep. Look, we've been hearing Tildor's bullshit, everyone, for freaking almost a year. Where's this Black Swan event?
Yeah, where's the Black Swan?
What is the Black Swan? You see? People email me and they're like, what's this Black Swan? I don't know.
It's a white swan and we just wasted all our time.
Funny, but Black Swan is the Black Swan's the rare swan of them all.
Is it really? Is that a true fact?
Yes, it is.
All right, well,
And also, swans are also protected animals. Only the royal family can tell you what you can and can't do. So in England, if you kill a swan, your head's basically on a pike for 20 years in prison because the royal family protects the swans.
I like to come over and hang out with Rita's because I sit here and drink my beer and watch Sideways Mountain. There's a river running through it.
Yeah,
It's a crooked river.
Well, rivers can turn.
Or the whole picture could turn and tilt with the earthquake.
Anyways, a lot of people are asking us, what are we prepping for? Well, second reason we're prepping is natural disasters. That's a given. First thing we're prepping for is inflation, people. And with them raising things, everything's going to go up. They cannot contain inflation. So you hear all these people saying, oh, well, inflation's bad. We're going to vote for the Republicans. I don't give a shit what you vote. But the problem is it isn't the problem. Half the problem isn't the government oversight of inflation. The problem is we import so much grain to this country. We don't even make our own grain except for making it for beer. And then beer and liquor. So think about it from that point of view, preppers.
Why does he rub his head on the floor like that?
Because he's being cute.
Is that cute? Being cute?
Yes.
Really flirting with me? Muffy? Don't you? No, we're not getting anything for the flirting, but it's nice. And you look good. Oh, look, Mommy.
I want to drink my beer in peace. He's dancing. I'll break you up another biscuit. It's been a while since you had these milk bones anyways. You're allowed 3 milk bones a day anyways. And thanks to Aunt Pee-wee.
3 a day?
3 a day. Here you go.
3
I broke them up for you.
bones a day.
There you go.
Da, 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 da.
And it freshens his breath at the same time, peeps. It works. So, point being is when you're prepping, and you're prepping. And the prepping, you need to basically make sure that everything is good to go.
One bacon bit? Didn't I buy him some bacon?
No, you ran out. So he's got it. Look what's on the floor right there.
Yeah, he won't eat them. That's weird. Bobby, you got him.
The dog's a picky dog,
The
people.
dog is weird.
He's picky at times. The other day, he looked at me last night, peeps. I was making a nice, tasty barbecue pulled pork sandwich, and he was right there going, hey, can I have some? No. Can I have some? No. I want some? No. Of course, the Food Bank's barbecue pulled pork wasn't that great. The only thing that made it taste better, people, was the barbecue sauce, by the way. Everything else, was... So, anywho, but yes, So tomorrow, people, my next set of preps is Bunny Food laundry detergent. I told Zoe the best laundry detergent is the Amazon Basic is actually Dawn. So they put it in the basic bag.
Except,
and then,
it's thicker.
What, Dawn?
No.
Yeah, but it still does.
Amazon's thicker. Did you know?
Yeah, the Amazon does do a better job.
It's a thick detergent. It's a good detergent.
Yeah, and very affordable. And then you have your Angel Soft. I got my toilet paper and paper towels coming.
Oh, you just got Q-tips. We got to split those up so I can take half home.
And like you said, the Kraft Deluxe macaroni cheese, and then I got another another 5 cases of my spicy ramen too. So as a prepper, you guys got to realize that these are the things that you got to think about when you're prepping, because they'll save you many times over. And the fact that what if you're tired and you don't want to cook much, just fire a tea kettle up. I've been thinking about buying an electric tea kettle, but I'm going to give it a chance with the stove first.
I like a regular tea kettle. I like the whistling.
Mine doesn't do the whistling anymore. The little flapper
whistle?
broke.
Oh.
But I know when it's ready because the steam comes out of it nicely, or it overflows. Usually it just steams really much, and I turn it off. So
it's still fun to have a whistler.
But I like it with my, my ramen, there. So, but anywho, the point being, my friends, is as a prepper, you guys need to prep and prep hard, because There could be a black swan on the horizon. I mean, Tildor said, now I'm going to tell you guys, if nothing happens in frickin' the end of the month, I'm labeling Tildor a fucking troll, plain and simple, because I'm tired of him going, oh yeah, it's September to remember, really. So far, it's September 11th. And by the way, for all of you tuning in tonight, I know we had 3 people. Cheers to the lives of September 11th heroes,
right.
to the heroes that died, and to all those lost lives in the towers.
And everyone that got cancer.
And you're not going to be forgotten.
No, we won't forget you. Here's September 11th.
December 6th, by the way, December 7th, the day we lost over 3,000 sailors in Pearl Harbor. We will never forget. Plain and simple, peeps. But you know what? The point is, you guys need to prep. Now, if nothing happens, I got emails coming in. We've been talking about prepping from April to, January to September, and then nothing happened. Oh, the government didn't do this. Well, let me put it this way. I got emails that came in. People are like, oh, we better prep against civil war. Apparently, they're going to impeach Biden. Okay, that's great. They're going to impeach Biden. But the Senate can't pass impeachment to remove him. They're not going to remove him. It's like when the Democrats controlled the House, they impeached Trump twice, but the Senate didn't convict. So it's just going to be basically the same thing of it. A gnat shit basically splattered against the wall. Nothing's going to come to it. So what are we talking about? Civil war? Maybe. But highly unlikely.
I'm not sure at this point if we're going to have civil war. I was sure before, but I don't know now. Because of Trump's many pending
91 indictments.
Because of the indictments, yeah. I mean that doesn't look good for him.
But at the same time, my fellow preppers, you got to ask yourself, what are you prepping for? I say natural disasters. I tried to tell Zoe while I was in severe pain coming home. I'll send her the link, the video link on YouTube. She can watch it tonight over a beer. That basically shows the computer animation model of what happens Friday Harbor if a tsunami hits.
I do want TV the size of your TV on my wall. There's like a wall. We could put that on.
Oh,
no,
good.
Taking your TV.
No. Listen what I'm thinking to myself, Peeper. She brings up a TV, and I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm going to need to go down to Ace and buy a stud finder, find the stud. Then I got to put in the mounting bracket. Then I can put in, she wants 50-inch TV. That's fine.
Well, so we have something to do in the winter. When we're not hanging out over here, we can hang out over there.
Yeah, but the problem with her is she was, let me just tell you guys a story. I know you love my stories, people. So I'm on the phone. This lady said to me she's going to call. We talked. Donations, no problem.
Right.
Other place she calls, a Tesla cab company.
$30.
$30.
I'm like, no.
I'm not going to be paying $30 or $60 to go to her house. I'm not a bank. So technically,
I'll get you a ride, Rita. On the day that you and I, look at your face, the days that you and I hang out. Or we call Island Cabs early enough that we can get a ride so that we can. I wonder if they keep a schedule of everyone that calls early.
They do.
Okay, well,
yeah, and they have it great. So
I gotta
tomorrow,
get you out there for my home or my
home warming party. Yes.
Next month. We'll do it next month. This month's not
Hopefully, there's a bottle of booze involved too. Actually,
you're supposed to bring me a present, you bastard.
I'm a bastard now. I thought I had a cooter, so I thought I was a bitch. But I already got her presents planned. She wants pop, and she's got wants popcorn maker.
Yeah, we gotta get a few more people together. Clarence has to come to my housewarming. Betty, we gotta invite Betty.
Betty is a great prepper,
yeah.
But
she's hot too. She's a hot prepper. That's what I call her, Betty the hot prepper. She was interested in Betty's awesome.
What I enjoyed about Betty, everyone was we're sitting there, right? And she actually helped me down with the shopping cart, but I went out for a minute at the bathroom, came back, and finally, as Betty's leaving, she looks at me and she says, "What's wrong?" And I said, "Oh, nothing." You know, and then she looks down. She says, "Oh, I didn't even recognize you had a service dog." I'm like, "Yeah,"
but she's down to earth for as beautiful as she is, isn't she? And she's talented. She's a hairstylist for all the weddings on the island. That's our hairstylist connection.
Yeah. So, anyways, my fellow preppers, you got to realize that as a prepper, you got to get in things. Now, if Tildor, nothing happens in September, it's going to be like me believing Canadian prepper, everyone, full of shit. I'm surprised he hasn't been flagged. Oh, Tresley, and tell Liz we're going to die in 2 days. Really? One of my moderators, Pee Wee, sent me some info on him saying we were going to die on July 4th of 2022. I'm sorry, but I'm still alive unless I'm talking to a camera in another world and the entire world was obliterated. You got another guy who basically is giving up prepping. He's like, oh, world, Higgins watches that guy. I think his name's Pinball Prepper. And then you got Southern preppers like boots on the ground. It's $9 a gallon for milk and $8 for gas. Really, I haven't seen $8 a gallon for gas yet, but you know.
What's the gas price here, would you say?
Under $6 a gallon.
I think it's like 5 something, yeah.
Under $6 a gallon for diesel and gasoline. Propane's under give or take $5 or $6 a gallon too.
How many viewers you got?
Currently, we have 3.
Nice.
We had 4. No comments yet, but let me just see. I bet you Tildor is already commenting this evening. Nope, he says doing the funky Cole Medina is not safe alternative to prepping. The lovely prepping Princess Zoe needs a prep now. Literally, really. Thing is let me tell you, Zoe will prep Tildor. When you get your head out of your royal red ass that you say we're
a gift certificate. We haven't seen one.
No, I want Tildor to basically fucking. I don't care about the gift cards. What I care about is I want the fucking full intel of this black swan that you're basically beating a dead horse with. I mean, come on, Tildor. My prepping channel, I'm the one that's telling you natural disasters. You know, he said, what about EMP? Well, guess what? That's where the Faraday bags come in. But there's a circumference or a radius that the EMP would hit. We're probably out of the range, I would think. Point being is, think about it. Yeah.
Now we just sound like belching bullfrogs.
It's all good.
On a Monday.
It's just a manic Monday. Woo!
Wish it were Sunday.
Sundays suck too because you know you got to go back to work.
Some of us do.
Some of us do, yes.
Not you and I.
But anyways, like I said, preppers, you got to prep. I mean, look, I've been trying to teach Zoe a few lessons here of island etiquette, like buy yourself. Don't wait. Go ahead and buy a 4-pack of lanterns. Get it ready because winter power outages can come.
That's true.
And the other thing I keep telling Zoe, I'm not trying to beat a dead horse here, but as a prepper, you need to basically rely on yourself. I mean, you can't rely on a good will for a long time. You know, I mean, what if? Look, if a big nuclear attack happened, okay, on the island, let's just say her boss landlord, he's gonna be like, "You're on your own." I mean, literally, think about it, peeps. I mean, literally, do you think
he's gonna be like, "Yeah, you're on your own. You prep," and I'll have, but you know what? I'll have the battery-powered lantern you recommended that I get.
And I got an unboxing of the lanterns I bought because I want you guys to realize that I'm doing what I can to help you guys out, you know, and because it is what it is. Now, tomorrow, the lovely Zoe, if she gets off her rumpus and makes the phone call, I will be meeting her in town between 10 and 2 so she can test out a electric bicycle.
Well, what's tomorrow? Tuesday?
Tuesdays when he's open.
I may try and get it done Wednesday because Clarence is off Wednesday. Give me a ride down here.
Hi, I'm Zoe. I got to use my the guy that I'm not saying joking. I'm joking here. The taxi driver that can give me a ride.
Well, when he's off the clock. I still give him gas money, but he's off the clock. But Island rides my.
I would like to pick his brain sometime. Sit down
Clarence?
with him and have a beer and be like, "Hey, dude, what's up?"
Awesome, dude. Clarence is the best kind of person. He's artsy, and he told me that he really likes fashion, and so he's trying to lose weight. And I told him all you have to do is hang out with me for a month.
A month, and you'll lose all the weight you need.
A month with Zoe, you'll be a size smaller, even with the beard.
What did he say?
He was laughing. I was like, "I'll get you down a size." I got Rita down a size, I think.
She got me down 2 sizes, I think, with all the freaking
Even with
walking
the beard.
I've been doing. Yeah. You know,
We walked over an hour today.
we walked all over, peeps, and I mean all over. Oh, so because I moved their beers around here, I couldn't find my beer, so here's my beer. So, but my point is, my friends, you gotta prep and you gotta utilize what you have. Why do you think I keep telling you? As long as the food bank gives you. Oh, looks like these went bad. Yep. So I gotta empty these. And apparently the food bank, I got a joke with you guys, everyone. The food bank is so poor right now, they're not picking crab apples off of someone's apple tree. So they're giving me these little baby apples like yay big.
Let's see. They gave you baby. This is Washington State, for God's sakes. They should give you a decent size of.
Oh,
What
this
the
one's
fuck
gonna-
is that? A crab apple?
That's what I said, crab apples. One's got a hole in it, so. Let me inspect my other. Oh, and just to be funny here, because Zoe doesn't understand, the food bank gives a weekly thing of whatever I gotta eat to my peaches. And they gave me a couple limes. I want to show you guys this, people. They usually give good baking potatoes. Lately,
Are they firm or
Yeah.
wilted? Let me be the judge. That's okay. That's not a big potato.
so what you do with these people is if you're buying potatoes, is you peel them with a potato peeler, cut them into little squares, and then you put a little salt on them and eat them as is. That'll help you out as a prepper.
A little ketchup.
Yeah, she likes the little ketchup idea. And then I got a couple limes, which, let me just say, my husband, people thought I was crazy eating limes raw. But you know what? I find limes to be tasty.
Limes?
Yeah.
Who the fuck
I'll
eats
tell
a
you
lime
one
raw?
specialty with limes. I'll tell you a new. I'm going to give you guys a little tip, okay? A tip, everyone, including Zoe. You take a lime, you cut it up. You can even take the entire lime and you cut it up into little wedges, right, people? And you get yourself a jar of green olives. And I was always like, what the fuck are you talking about? You take the lime, the green olive, you pour rain in your beer and you throw it in there, and you got a poor man's martini.
A lime and an olive?
Look, let me repeat it for Zoe too. She's on energy saver mode. You take a can of beer, her Rainier, pour it into a pint glass. Then you cut up the lime and you throw a lime in there. Then you take a toothpick with 3 or 4 green olives, pop it in there into your beer. You got a poor man's martini.
Okay. Usually it's lime or olive, because with an olive you're making.
Fine, let me
dirty
put it this
martini.
way. Let's just skip the lime because I'll eat them, okay? You take a toothpick about yay long in your beer glass with even those little swords, the little cocktail swords. You put in some green olives. You drop it into your beer. Now it's called a poor man's martini.
Look, dude, I'm afraid nobody is coming to drink at your bar
Why?
because that's fucking ridiculous.
Excuse me, my uncle and my uncle.
Dude, that's
Look, My uncle's bureau and Stinky came up with that 40 years ago. They
No,
say
it's
pop that
nothing,
in the
Rita.
what? The olives?
The olive lime combo in a beer. Like
Well, I said that's one way, but they usually just use green olives in their beer, and they call it a poor
I've
man's
got no
martini.
broad. We gotta lose about 20 here before we can pick up the real voters.
I've already freaking lost
Lift.
20.
Look at these hooters hanging low. We could stand here. Let me hike them as high as Rita's. Ooh. Boy, mine are pretty high now. There we go. Now we get the high hooters.
Hi, Hooters.
I don't even think I should have another beer.
Well, if you don't want to have another beer, don't have another beer.
I know, Moppy. We're just having a good time.
Megan says to me, my fellow preppers, he says, how much does a can of Keystone cost? Well, last time I checked on Amazon, it's like $20 a can. So you're wasting a can of Keystone seasoned meat. Let's look. Keystone meat. So $17 for one. Ground 14 ounce, $50. Ground beef, $15. There you go. So $15. Think about it. $11 to $15 for Keystone. I mean, think about it. Now, hold on. Let's just email him this. Because I'm going to basically teach him a lesson about Keystone. Is it not a cheap food to keep? So, while the lovely Zoe is using the toilet, let me just say again, it's between $11 and $16 a can for Keystone. Yeah. And that's for ground hamburger. Now, the beef cans are more expensive, and the chicken cans more expensive. I mean, like, look at this. 14.5 ounces of Keystone. Ground hamburger, already cooked. We don't even know the quality or the fat content of the hamburger. $171 for 24. But one can, small can's $11. A 1.75 pound can of Keystone all natural ground beef is $15 a can. Sorry, I can go down to the local grocery store with Zoe and get 2 pounds of hamburger for less than $10.
So that's not a deal.
So while Higgins is using that, he's also using a $5 or $4 can of Manwich. Now, I'm not a big fan of Manwich myself, but point is, my preppers, is you gotta basically be frugal.
Wait till I make Rita that fresh. Oh, this is a pretty comfortable chair. I'm gonna make Rita some manicotti with fresh basil. So hopefully she'll like that.
As long as it has the smoked cheese, I'm fine, peeps. See? I got cases and cases.
Oh, you have the noodles. She's got the noodles.
Hold up. That's why I keep.
She's got the noodles on backup, but what kind of cheese?
Use ricotta, parmesan,
Ricotta with the
mozzarella.
manicotti.
Yeah, and the mozzarella you have to use is at the co-op, and it's the smoked.
Okay,
The smoke makes the
smoked
best.
at the co-op, so I have to use specific cheese.
Well, the ricotta you can get at the grocery store, the mozzarella, but I'm telling you, the smoked parmesan is the bomb.
What a pig.
Jesus, what a pig! Oink, 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 baby, as Slater said in Saved by the Bell. Because she's like, you're such a chauvinist
This is my last
pig.
beer. I know it's Monday, guys, but Rita can attest to the fact that I had a really hard time when I got here finding a place. So
That wasn't the main thing. She had a hard time yelling, like I said, 2 hours with T-Mobile today, and I fixed her computer problem in 5 minutes.
No, how about when I got here, I didn't have a place to live.
Yeah. However, I'm going to make a joke here, okay?
That was the worst part.
Now, one of my friends who's a sweetheart, okay? She's a sweetheart. I talked to her the other day. I'm not going to go into details, but I said, hey, you know that if you're doing a lease and you have a cat as a companion animal by law, you have to accept it. She said, yeah. I was hoping because I told Zoe, you know, by October, apartments and housing in town is going to be plentiful. All the rentals are going to be, you know, the summer rentals are going to be up for rent, right? There's a triplex right across the street. No, right there. It's up the hill. Remember that house that has the balconies on the third floors? I'm talking about that house right there. The one I'm telling. We're not talking about Zach. We won't give his last name on this channel. But I'm telling you, Zoe turned around and when she first came here, I said, you know what I heard?
That wasn't available until a couple days after I found the other place.
You know, well, I'm telling the story, people, okay? So Zoe, I tell her, you know, I told her, hey, you can wait it out. One of those apartments right there across the street from me. Well, Brother Higgins is like, praise the Lord, she didn't get it. She'd be over on your door every day. It wouldn't matter to me. You know what I'm worried about the most? You know what I'm really worried about, Sister Zoe, the most, Princess Zoe, as Tildor says? Trying to get into town in the winter time. Because, frankly, that place, all she's got to do is wheel her little cart out the front door. And I got to go in the place. Oh, my God. The 2 bedrooms are upstairs. The living room has got a nice stair that goes downstairs.
You know that I didn't sign a lease, right?
Yes.
You know I have no lease. So
which means by federal law or state law in this state, you're not protected. So the manager could boot you at any time.
Right.
That's the thing is.
Right.
That's why.
But what does it also mean?
It means you can be booted.
That I could choose to leave at any time.
Anyways, my friend owns a triplex. There's a disabled kid, nicest guy in the world. His story is he's a prepper like me. I've been advocating for him for weeks. He got ran over by a semi-truck and survived. Yeah, so he told me, and then I ran into the real estate agent. Then I found out, not going to basically do the stick in the spikes and twist story, but I found out my former therapist is paying a huge amount of taxes on that place, but she's the basically owner of it. So when I contacted her, I said, hey, and the only reason why I contacted her.
We can still look, Rita. I have no lease.
My main thing is for you preppers out there, and I'm teaching a lesson today, is you need to be close to the grocery store and to town. Now, that was the thing that Zoe, of course, she's happy with what she has. I'm happy for her. I'm just saying that I wouldn't want to be fucking 10 miles out of Bumble fucking Egypt just to get groceries.
Miles.
Actually, by the map, Trish and I, it was like 6.2.
Well, that's not 10 miles.
But still, I can basically say it. I mean, my island's 6.5 miles wide, 16 miles long.
It's not that far, Rita. It takes 9 minutes to get here. If you think 9 minutes is a long time.
9 minutes and $30 for a taxi.
Well, I have boyfriends.
Hear that, Tildor? She's got boyfriends. But still, I'd like to hear your opinion of what your definition of the funky Cole Medina is.
Yeah,
my definition is Gina was a man. I ain't dealing with no Oscar Mayer wiener.
You must be sure the girl is pure for the funky Cole Medina.
Yep.
Funky Cole Medina. Well, you get to see Clarence again.
So Higgins says he got a deal on the Keystone for $8.99. I'm sorry, Tildor, but Higgins, but that must have been on sale 6 or 8, 9 months ago. So because right now, Keystone price on Amazon is the same pricing as Walmart, and Target, which is $11 for a 14.5-ounce can to a 28-ounce can is $16. So I don't know how you're getting it for $8.99, man. So, anyways, yeah. So one of my neighbors messaged me and was saying, how come you didn't go to the hospital? Well, simple. I don't have any way to get up there, and I'm not going to let Zoe waste her time being at the hospital for hours upon hours for the answer of a higher
emergency. That's one.
Well, that was, I mean, you know what I'm talking about is the pain coming home, and yet it was very bad. So, thing is, my neighbor's like, oh, why don't we just get in the car and go up there? Are you going to watch Moppy for 4 to 6 hours next to me on a bed while they say, oh, here's 10 pills. Come back in 3 days on your pain. Or the emergency bill goes higher and higher and higher because of it. I mean, thing is, you got to basically look at finances, people.
Are you scared about getting surgery for your hernia? You're not scared about them cutting you?
Nope.
Why not?
Well, let's just say, being who I am, didn't scare me one bit. Give me snip.
Oh.
Didn't get me scared when I got these done. Didn't get me scared when they used a bone saw.
Okay, so you've had plenty of surgeries. You know.
No, if I had cancer and they said I needed surgery with that, I'd be like, cool. Yeah.
That's cool.
No, I will tell you, one of my neighbors, oh my God, Pete, if you win the lotto, you got to give me a boob job. Why should I buy a boob job?
Who? You mean a lobotomy? You mean a lobotomy?
No, she's talking about a boob job.
I'm kidding. She doesn't need a boob job. She's beautiful. She has to stop with the alcohol so much, I think.
Yeah,
she's
well, if you want to have a nice chat with her, I bet you.
Well, I will someday.
I bet you she's sitting outside right now on her phone, basically.
I don't know her well enough to ask her.
No, I'm not going to deal with it. That's why I'm in here right now, Pete. But
that's why we're hiding drinking beer, because we don't want to share our beer with the whole neighborhood.
I don't want them to be like this.
Right.
Rita, Zoe, you have beer on your breath. No, that's our Pringles.
Right, really? No, we don't have any beer.
No beer. No, none whatsoever.
We don't drink.
We don't drink, yeah. She's also been trying to convince me to go down to Phil's one of these. Phil's Tap Room. Yep. Tell you, that was pretty damn entertaining at times, too. So, but a lot of you preppers need to ask yourself, what are you prepping for? If you're not prepping, are you enjoying the high cost of living of groceries? I mean, literally, because I don't like it.
No, I don't like it.
I try avoiding the store as much as possible.
I just don't like, I'm just so picky. I don't know what I'm going to get on Amazon. I don't really understand. I don't like box food.
Well, if a SHTF situation happens, she's going to be literally living on box foods, or she's going hungry, or she can live off of rice for the next 6 months.
I like rice.
You can buy on food stamps, people. You can get a 30-pound bucket of rice, white rice or brown rice. I got both, and all you need is a little soy sauce. When I was homeless in Australia, I lived on rice.
Rice is awesome.
Food bank gives you brown rice, white rice, and jasmine rice. So to me, I'm always grabbing it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, before I go to Bellingham for my stress test, I'm going to have to go to town on Wednesday. And I'm going to have to open this up unless I have some. And I'm going to have to get my cooler cleaned. Hopefully I can get some help with it. Maybe Trish will help. And then I'm going to leave the cooler out there. So when I leave, I'm going to let my advocate Colleen know to put everything in the cooler. They need to be refrigerated. So when I get home, my groceries are all refrigerated nicely and I can just put it in. And that's what the ice is for, because I'm going out. And then I got another appointment, everyone, for a consult for the upper and lower GI. I could have Zoe with me, but that's just Moppy with me. We introduced. Now, if he does surgery that in October, that's where.
Different. Yeah, surgery.
And then the general surgery is a different story, but you know how it is, peeps. So
What do they call those things where like you put a rock in it and you pull it back and then you swat it like it's someone's
Slingshot?
slingshot? What if like I was walking Moppy and I picked up a poo and then I slingshot it at someone's house? You think
Yeah, you'd be in trouble. They'd basically be calling you. If you're watching Moppy and I'm in the hospital, I'd be like, I heard you on the scanner.
Ryan on the radio?
Yeah, or whoever's on the radio, like slinging food.
This
Yeah.
bitch is slingshotting shit at people's houses. I'm like, have a little Moppy.
Why don't you just basically, if you're gonna go that route, why don't you just walk up, knock on their door, leave the poo in the damn paper bag, and set it on fire?
No, I'm gonna slingshot it right at their window, and then when they open the window to say what the fuck, I'm gonna say, have a little Moppy poo.
He already pooed 4 times today, peeps. I was walking to town.
This dude's
today.
a log dropper.
He is, but you know what? He's a beautiful log dropper too. Look at him; he's so happy.
Oh.
He's the one spoiled pooch. So, Mop, I assumed last night while I was sleeping,
Look
you
at
ate
him
your
go to town on
you ate your pig's ear because I don't see it anymore.
Shaggy dog.
Yep.
When's
So,
Moppy's next haircut?
probably coming up. Which I gotta disappear for a minute, people. I gotta use the toilet, and then I gotta check on something else. But I will be back momentarily. If Zoe wants to sit here and shoot the.
Oh yeah.
Whatever she can. I just got to tinkle and do something else. I got some other stuff to speak about prepping wise. Mac and cheese is not that bad.
Let's do it. No, I mean I'm definitely not the star of the show here, but I've been watching the Rita channel for about a year, maybe a year and a half. I find it fascinating. I find her fascinating. Today we're just relaxing. We're trying to de-stress, decompress. The island can be a lot. Things are very expensive here. The grocery store is like outrageously expensive. We went to lunch the other afternoon, and it was between us. I think there were 2 of us, and we just got lunch. We didn't even order drinks, and I think it came to like $60. No exaggeration. So island life is very expensive, and you have to know what the hell you're doing. Like Rita's a prepper, which I can understand, but like basically, even to survive on the island, you have to know how to cut corners and save costs. And Rita's really the expert at knowing how to do that. So I value her input for sure, because it's not easy. However, there are many opportunities on this island. And if you're ruthless and you know your P's and Q's, I think you can make it very far. In my case, I'm writing about all the different islanders, and writing about island etiquette. Essentially, what do the islanders find offensive? What do they find acceptable? What questions are they asked by the tourists? So I'm going to have a new book coming out. It's called, oh, hey, Kane. Hey, what's up? I'm finally an islander. It's going to be a fascinating resource on all of this. But Kane, yes, why are you confused? Tell us why you're confused. I'm on the camera, but I'm at Rita's house drinking, so I don't know what the confusion is.
I see how you are. You trader. You go to wherever Zoe goes. You sit next to her. I see how it is.
To explain to Kane what's happening. Kane thinks that I'm taking over your channel.
No. She's having a beer with me, man. No, she's living in her own rented house, Kane. 6 miles outside of town, 6.2.
I think I'm all in your shit.
And the point is, she came out here today to hang out because she had a phone trouble, internet problem for her phone, Kane. So I went and told her, hey.
And I didn't want to wait 72 hours.
No, and then I went online, Kane. I looked at it and I fixed it. And I said, and then I told her, check it out, right? So this is what happened. Okay, so she comes out. She calls me. She says she's coming out here to hang out. She comes out here. She brings her phone, and we were supposed to take a walk anyway. So I went ahead. And then I looked at her and I said, you got your computer? She said, yeah. She opened it up. I said, okay, 1 case of beer. It's done. She says, oh, yeah, right. She looked it up and it linked right to her computer. She's like, I said, waiting 72 hours. I said, if you have any more computer phone tech problems, bring it to me, you know. And then she asked me a problem about her computer and the space bar. So I did a clean of her computer. Did some other little tricks I know, and I told her if it gives you any more trouble. But I also asked her, you know, honestly, if you're going to be munching on Cheetos or Doritos or Fritos or chips and typing, that stuff can get under the keyboard. So make sure to, you know, so I cleaned it all up. Her keyboard's working fine. She should have no trouble. So
if you have an extra trackball you want to throw my way.
No, I don't have one. But I can send you a link. They're like $15.
I don't want one right now, but I see that your computer's working fast.
No, I use my trackball for everything, yeah. But my trackpad's been disabled. I disable it. I don't know how to disable it on hers, but when you get a trackball, you disable the trackpad.
Now, doesn't your computer have a camera? But you have a separate camera. Why do you have a separate camera?
Because I prefer the high definition camera.
Oh.
This one, see, every laptop camera, people, as a prepper, runs like 1.2 to 1.6 megapixels, where this one is 8 megapixels. Now, I have to order a tripod and the power adapter soon because once I get set up in the other room with I talked to a guy the other day, the sweetest guy in the world at at the gas station. He's going to set me up Wi-Fi boosters for both rooms. So then I can have faster internet in my office and in the other room, which means I can use the tripod and the Canon camera to video capture things.
Right.
Will you go to any island spots? Yes, once I get my my extra batteries and stuff, yes. I also want, if anyone wants to donate to Not Trying to Mooch here, if you guys want to donate to the Airy Sky Rita Lee Fund, there is a digital, I think it's a Canon Vixia camcorder that I can upload me and Zoe's adventures from on the islands or taking the inner island ferry to another thing. I do want to get her to go over to Orcas with me because they have a really great grocery store.
Safeway?
No, the Orcas Landing grocery store. It's right off the ferry terminal. Now, as you can see, I'm going to show you cameras. Always enjoy the remote controlled. Show them the remote controlled chair right there. See, it's a remote controlled chair, and it turns into, if you lean back far enough, turns into a bed.
And Chloe used to sit here too.
Yeah, Chloe, didn't know where the plug was for the chair. Otherwise, she would be.
Oh, she didn't know where the plug was.
Plug went missing.
Now
Yes.
we found the plug.
Booster works well. Yes. So basically, I set Zoe's Wi-Fi up through her phone. She's just going to have to make sure she's not data capped at like 20 or 50 gigs. Otherwise, she's going to have to get home service, which is I don't know what she has out there, Zito or Century. And Century
No, they have a T-Mobile box in the house, they said.
Yeah, and that means they went through the 4 LTE from Rock Island, which is fine, but kind of pricey.
Well, they seem to have a bit of between. Don't tell them.
I ain't saying it, Pete.
Don't say it, even though they're eating top ramen, apparently.
Dude, I eat top ramen and I live quite well.
Yeah, I know. Louise is like, top ramen and an egg. That'll do it for me. So that's the whole meal. That just goes to show you, rich or poor, everyone loves top ramen.
Well, apparently not Zoe, because she's like, I'm not going to eat that crap.
I don't eat that crap. But she likes it, so.
Well, my therapist eats it. Another person eats it. Right. My manager eats it. Everyone around me eats it.
It's not a poured meal. It's people love ramen.
Well, let me put it to you this way, okay? I'm going to tell you guys a prepping tip here about ramen, okay? It's not a poor meal. It's always right about that. I can roast up a nice turkey.
Rich eat it too.
And then you can take your turkey and you put it in your ramen, you got your protein. Plain and simple. Not like Higgins, he wants to spend $16 a can of whatchamacallit, Keystone to make manwiches. I mean, come on, manwiches, you got better taste than that, right, man?
I don't know.
So Higgins says the normal price at his store is $8.99. Well, I'm sorry to say, but the normal price is $16. So you must have got some stuff that, you know.
Sometimes I wonder if they serve manicotti with a nice meat bolognese.
So Higgins says, all right, well, I'm going to tell Higgins this, okay? Higgins, I'm going to say this to you once because I love you as a little sister. Fuck you and fuck your pricing because, frankly, let me tell you this. He says Amazon's ripping us off. The local stores are cheaper. Really? Okay, let's hold on. I'm gonna pour a beer in a second after I eat some chips. I want to ask Zoe personally her damn opinion of Amazon pricing compared to the store. Oh, my Amazon charges more. Really? That's fucking funny, you little son of a bitch. Because out here, Zoe asked me, me and Zoe were looking at something the other day, and I said, okay, $12 for 80 Lysol wipes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
$15 for fucking 4 cans of 80 each. So that's 320 Lysol wipes for $15. Who's getting ripped off here?
Yeah, who's getting ripped off? Not us. We don't shop that way. We don't pay those prices.
No, that's the thing. I mean, look, Zoe the other day, I said to her, you want a cast iron setup? And by the way, you can buy the 3 set and then put it in your drawer.
I'm just as cheap as you are. You just have to figure it out.
$24 for 3 cast iron pans, or pay $30 to $40 for 1 cast iron pan. Guess what? 3-pack to store them under your damn drawer in your stove. Guess what? Who's ripping off who here, huh? I'm not ripping off anyone. Maybe it's you do. The locals are being ripped off, even at the grocery store.
Even the rich people don't. They're still
even the rich people also shop Amazon.
Right. The whole island, I think, shops Amazon, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And like you said, if they're, say, for example, they don't want everyone to know that they're on food stamps, they just get everything shipped in through Amazon, and then no one has to know. Is that right?
Yep. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Secrets.
Does the island have a McDonald's? Nope, not likely. No McDumpers, no toxic smell, no Booger King, no Dairy Queen, no Pizza Hut, no Domino's. It's all small mom and pop shops.
And I'll be cooking this winter. Mark my words. Because otherwise we're not going to eat well.
You hear that? We're not going to eat well.
I will be cooking, or we will not be eating well. That's the bottom line. I've noticed.
I mean, look, even Zoe today was kind, you know. She we went there, you know, to get a few things. And I'm generous, she's generous, but she's like, I think it was the second to the last time I went with her shopping. I think she said, I can't remember, but she says no one can fucking live off these prices at the store.
They're worse than Chicago. That's a major metropolitan area. If the prices are worse than Chicago, they're completely cost prohibitive.
There you go.
And there's no fucking way around it. I've lived in a big city. I know how much things cost.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys see it right there, peeps. Cost effective. How's it cost effective?
You and Chloe couldn't afford it either. Neither you could afford it. You guys, she was going to the hot bar, but that's all she could afford. Like if she was lucky.
Hot bar's closed right now.
And they won't even open the fucking hot
No McDonald's would be rough. Yeah, if you think it's rough.
It's not bad. I'm just gonna cook. That's just
the best plan is to cook.
Yeah, you gotta cook. And we're gonna grill out. We've already decided that we're gonna grill out. We're not messing with these prices.
The value meal, $14 now.
Where?
McDonald's is what Kane said.
That's pretty expensive for McDonald's.
$14, I can get basically my own meal. I can buy myself 2 jars of spaghetti sauce and 2 bags of chicken fried steaks. Make my own chicken parmesan, and that's it.
For that price, exactly.
Yeah.
We don't mess with island prices. I'm starting to learn fast. I've learned fast. I might be luxury grocery shopping right now, but believe me, next week it's gonna change. I'll be like, let's get that Amazon going because I am not spending this money on cabs, on food, everything here. You know. Is that a boat?
Ferry.
Well, I want to go on the ferry. We'll be on the ferry Thursday.
We can go on any time the inner island. It'd be fun to go over to Orcas. Yeah, that grocery store, it's a little cheaper.
We gotta explore Orcas, yeah. But first we have to go off island Thursday. That's our first, and we're not getting back to like 4:30, 5 o'clock. By then I'll be dead tired.
No, yeah, yep. Valley meal is $14. Well, that's your $14 you're parting with. I ain't parting with $14.
I can use $14 to get enough groceries to make manicotti, so I don't need to buy a big jumpers meal.
Yeah, well,
and have leftover to give to you. So no thanks.
You make me a tray of manicotti, people, in a glass 9x13 cake pan. I get manicotti for 3 days. I'll tell you, I heat them up every time. My point is a Kane. He's like, I mean, look, Kane.
What's he saying?
The problem with McDumpers, Dairy Queen, Booger King, Jack in the Crack is they have these value menus, but it's not cheap. It's still going to cost you at least $10 to $15 every time you go in there.
It's not real food. Let's just break that down. They're giving you processed food. They're not providing you with fresh.
Burger meat's made in Argentina or Brazil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I get probably once a week. Really?
We don't get
The Violent Thor. No, I missed you. Well, nice to meet you, Violent.
Thor?
Valiant Thor.
Okay.
Nice to meet you. Well, think about it, Ken. $14 a week. $28 every 2 weeks. $56 a month.
Rip off.
You can basically do better than $56.
You can make a homemade meal for less.
Look, hey.
Delicious.
I can get for $33. I can get 12 5-packs of these ramens right here. 5 of them for $33. That will feed me no bad, not bad. $5 for a case of ramen. Buy 5 ramens, $25. $24 to a case. 2 ramens per meal. What are you doing, man? I mean, you're basically wasting $14 to basically sit on a shitter 6 hours later because of it.
Right. Because you're just going to empty it all out. There's no nutrition in it. And price out 2 pans of manicotti. We could probably make 2 pans of manicotti for $14.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that expensive. The noodles, ricotta, fresh basil, and smoked, what is it?
No, ricotta cheese, mozzarella cheese, and Parmesan cheese.
It's
and
probably not that expensive. I could probably make 3 pans of manicotti for like $20.
Mm-hmm.
And that's much cheaper than a McDumpers.
Mm-hmm.
That's much better. That's ridiculous. We don't do that shit now.
Yeah. Thing is, you got to ask yourself, Kane, are you willing to part with $56 a month for junk?
For junk food. For garbage food.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even a good warm meal that's gonna
Well, what about Brother Mark? He eats a lot of junk food too in Cincinnati.
It's okay once in a while, but not every day. You can't eat garbage every day.
Let me put it this way, Kane. For $56 a month that you're wasting, you can go buy yourself $56 of lunch meat, Lando Frost, sandwich meats, mayo, and bread. You can make more meals out of that.
That's true.
Then you're basically turning around and spending at McDumpers.
I got sandwich meat from Boar's Head. What's it called? Boar's Head? In my fridge right now.
And apparently on the weekends, he likes to spend his weekends at McDumpers.
That's a bad idea.
Bad idea, bad.
Food, not real food.
Not food, real food, that's
Thanks
gonna
for
cause you
playing.
trouble.
Oh,
And I like Lando Frost because it's pretty affordable, you know, and you get
yeah. I guess people like the convenience of fast food, but really, like, if you make enough meals that you can, like, give to your friends and feed them up.
Let me put it this way. Zoe asked me today on the way home. She says, Rita, what's the deal with the one plate? I explained it to her. First deal is like $38.
Oh, yes.
And that's box 175, 175, 175, 175, and then that's like $300 a week.
And they make it look like you're getting free food, like she's doing you a favor, but really, and she is a sweetheart. We love her. We're not going to mention names. We're just saying we love her. But the bottom line is you have to buy something to get something. They will not send you 1 week's worth of free food.
Nope.
For free. You have to put your credit
No,
card number.
another thing I would tell you guys, you want to save some money and you want something that's simple, try Schwann's. They'll deliver to your door. You buy on a certain day and get free delivery. They'll deliver you pizzas, ice cream, chicken, roasts, you name it. And they'll deliver this way. She claims it's $68 a week. By my calculations, what I tested it out, $68 a week is. And you got to choose how many meals you want per week.
Okay.
So, for example, so we want 6 meals a week, $176 a week.
That's a little pricey.
And then,
That's too
when I
pricey.
send you the recipe, oh yeah, Monterey Jack hamburgers. Just go buy yourself a Chubba hamburger,
Right. Just go buy your own damn
some
hamburger.
buns,
It
and
tastes
some
better.
Monterey Jack cheese.
Right, it'll taste better.
Doesn't matter if you're not using $20 organic hamburger, just slap it in a hamburger, put it in, you know.
Right. There are workarounds. If you know how to cook, you and I know how to cook. We're like, this is a ripoff. We know how to cook.
And then what you do is when you cook your hamburgers in the oven, and baking it, I like mine baked, by the way. I don't fry burgers. All of that burger drippings goes to the bottom pan. All you do is drain it out and you're done.
Yeah, get some gravy.
The point is, a lot of people out there don't realize, my friends, that as a prepper, you can make a hamburger cheaper than, you know.
Right, exactly. You got to cook. You have to. People don't know how to cook. You must learn how to cook. And if you're not going to, you're F.
If you're not going to go and cook
on this
or learn to
on
cook,
this island, anyways.
if you're not going to learn how to cook in the real world, people, then you better basically make sure you get plenty of TV dinners you can afford, because TV dinners, I'm going to tell you, as a prepper, 4 years ago, I used to get my banquet mega meals. 3 Salisbury steaks, mashed potatoes, $1.49. Currently, it's almost $4.49.
Right. Hell, I could fucking open a bake fucking shop here and make money. With
Mhm.
the prices these people pay.
So Kane says, gotta shop around. Well, good for you.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Higgins, he thinks Amazon's more money than ripping them off.
No, I don't think Amazon. I think Amazon's pretty reasonable. Or a bunch of people wouldn't be getting it on the island if it wasn't.
So Higgins is saying at normal places, let me put it this way. Higgins is full of shit, people. He's fucking full of shit. You go to the local Walmart here in town, 28-ounce can of Keystone hamburger. Let's just say Zoe's too lazy and she wants a case of Keystone. You're paying $15 a can. Yeah. My sister Pee Wee said the same damn thing.
I'd rather cook. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. You can make the most delicious, literally delicious plate of spaghetti for $5. There is no, and I mean better than eating out here.
I'm gonna put it this way,
I
Pete.
mean, come on.
The other day, the food bank every week used to give us basic spaghetti sauce. Bland. Now they're giving us Vero Gusto by Barilla. Look at this. Sicilian organic oregano and garlic. I got jars of this.
That's amazing. How many jars do you have?
No, more than enough. But I was gonna make chicken parmesan. All I need to do-
chicken parmesan.
All I need is the spaghetti sauce.
Nice.
And by the way, let me tell you, there's another little prepper's tool you guys can use this for. That is, what if you go down to the damn grocery store, you spend $3 to $5 for 6 or 12 of those little mini garlic breads. They're like this big.
Oh yeah.
You buy them, you put your spaghetti sauce from the store there, you cook it up, use it as a marinara dipping sauce. There you go, dinner. A lot of you preppers don't even think about that.
Buy a baguette. You know, at the stores they sell baguettes. Slice that down the middle. Butter, garlic salt, oregano. Done. And how much does that cost? $2 or $3 compared to how much they charge for garlic bread at these restaurants? $8, $10.
No, Zoe should know. She was at an Italian restaurant the other day, and I don't even know what the price was for garlic bread. It probably sucked too.
I could have made a better chicken parmesan drunk and high than those people did.
Well, last time I was there was 3+ years ago, and their chicken marsala was pretty good, but now
Over salted. Nobody needs to oversalt anything. How about this? How about you don't put any fucking salt on it and you let the person decide how much salt they like?
I mean, my mother back then, you had to hide the pepper by using white pepper. For me, I don't like pepper. And it was like the neighbor the other day. Comes over to watch a movie, she falls asleep. Too tipsy, I think, and drunk. Then she says, "Oh, I brought some homemade quesadillas." Sorry, I'm not going to eat the quesadillas. Well, why not? Because it has avocado, and I can't stomach avocado and fresh tomatoes.
Did they look good, or did they look good, but you couldn't stomach it?
No.
So you don't do what? Avocados?
No avocado and
I
fresh
didn't know
tomatoes.
you don't do, okay, you don't do avocados.
And then you know what happened?
Wait, you don't do tomatoes or avocados, but you do tomato sauce?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you like the sauce, but you don't like the tomato.
And then you know what happened, peeps? She leaves because she ate it here, and she knows I'm obligated to wash her dish. So, wait for it to dry. It's only right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like the food. Because they don't like dishes. They're like, I hate dishes.
My goal, this is on camera for this week, is to make the perfect manicotti. And I bring it over to you in one of those foil pans. And then you just stick the foil pan in there, heat the shit up. And when it's gone,
my goal is to make
out.
sure we get to the co-op and make sure you get the right cheese. Because that
all right, we gotta get the right cheese first. I know. We're gonna get the right cheese.
And by the way, Pete, I'm going to tell you something. And the best staples to have as a prepper is noodles. Because even if they say best by date, they'll last a lot longer than most foods.
Noodles last a lot. Because you've got manicotti noodles, and you said it's hard to get those.
Hard to get them
now. The shells, yeah.
Let me put it this way, peeps. I've been through Marketplace, King's, none until manicottis. They won't.
Specialty ordered on Amazon.
I ordered it on Amazon. Even my neighbor upstairs says, "Oh, you can get it." Really? The other day, he said, "Oh, I went there to look. They haven't had manicotti shells in 10 years." He's been living here 15.
To go over the cheeses again, it's ricotta and then
smoked mozzarella, ricotta, and one other cheese, Parmesan. So you grate fresh
just the top, or?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I have a recipe. I'll send her the recipe.
No, don't send me your manicotti recipe. I have a manicotti recipe. I'm literally incorporating what you love about manicotti into my recipe because I got my.
I love smoked cheese. Smoked cheese makes. And you know what?
Smoked cheese. Okay.
Smoked mozzarella. If you get it properly and you use a cheese grater, it's fine. But what if you want to take a cheese cutter and cut a piece off while you're cooking a hamburger? That smoked cheese. I mean, has anyone ever tried smoked Gouda on a hamburger? And smoked cheese is the best part of the hamburger.
Now manicotti by nature, is that vegetarian? Would you say?
Yes.
It doesn't have any meat, right? It's just
Unless you want a sausage or a hamburger filled
right.
manicotti,
But I
it's
mean,
vegetarian.
I don't like my manicotti anything other than cheese and tomato sauce. With this comment.
So this guy named Walter Billings posted saying Pringles shrank the can and you're getting less. That's what they call it, Walter.
We don't
That's why they call it shrinkflation, Walter.
Right, and we don't care. We love Pringles. We don't care. Oh well.
I mean, look, Walter, it's called shrinkflation.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I remember the old days. Rainier, I pointed to Zoe today. 12-pack, 18-pack, 24-pack. But what about other places? You used to get a 24-pack of Natural Light for same price as you're getting now, but they decided to cut out 9 cans. Why? It's called shrinkflation. You pay the same price, but you get less. That's what's called.
That case was only 10 something, I think.
I know, and the gas station's charging up 15 something.
So we got a deal.
Yes. We got a good deal, but it's called shrinkflation, peeps. No. I'm telling you guys, you guys got to keep on prepping because you guys got to think. Prepping is not just about buying crap, throwing it away. It's about using your skill set. And 2 is realizing by January, February 2024, prices are going to get high. Now, I'm going to give you a theory I have, okay? I'm not going to give you any misinformation. Well, what if from January 1st, 2024 to January 20th, 2025, inflation's so out of hand because no one can buy anything? Think about it. We're going to vote Republican. So, point being, think about it from that terms. I'm not trying to scare you, but the most important thing in the world right now, people, is inflation. Yeah, everything else can be fixed. Yeah. Yeah.
Save that for a later snack.
Yep. Everything has to be prepped for inflation. I mean, look. 20 years ago, that can of Pringles there, peeps, was 99 cents a can.
Cheap.
Now look. It's $2.50 on Amazon to $4 plus on an island.
I think we paid $2.99 for each of these.
Yeah.
So, but they're worth it. We like Pringles. Pringles are awesome.
Pringles is my father's favorite, so I guess he got my father in me, but still.
It's my favorite potato chip.
So Higgins says, okay, little Mr. Asshole here, I'm going to call him an asshole, says, have you ever thought because it comes from Lima, Ohio, Keystone's cheaper because it's got less travel to get to him in Lansing?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't live in Lansing. I wouldn't know.
See, look at it. Higgins is like, I'm a Republican. I worry about gas at the pump. I don't give a shit. I want Higgins gas to be $50 a gallon for one fucking reason. then he won't drive because one other fucking reason. Because a little asshole right now, I'm calling him an asshole because I can, needs to realize I don't give a shit if you pay gas tax. I don't care if you pay car insurance, house insurance, nothing. The main fucking problem I have is food pricing. They're going to fucking, let me give you guys a prepping tool, okay, before I disappear, because I do need to go outside for 5 or 10 minutes to have Poppy walk. And I think sister wants to smoke or whatever. So let me put it this way. Biden said you will have nothing and be happy. Think about it. I'd like to see Higgins have nothing and be fucking happy. Sitting in a tent going, "I'm Higgins, I have nothing and I'm happy." I mean, think about it. Think about it. It's not about the fucking gas tax, okay? I don't give a shit if your gas is $6 a gallon. Let me tell you about the fucking problem with gas. Give me 1 minute. I got a tinkle, and then I'm going to basically spill it for you all. Then when I come in, I'll have another beer, but this is very important. Yes, I'll take you out in a few minutes. I want to go out for a couple minutes, but I want to finish this video because I got something that's pissing me off that's more important. Because I want to say something as a prepper, and I mean it. And as Zoe knows, when I speak, do you want to dump this out?
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I want to tell you, you freaking people, okay? It goes like this. You want to sit there and bitch about your gas being $6 a gallon? Well, guess what? The government doesn't owe you jack diddly fucking shit. You're not an entitled peckerwood. What you are is an entitled dickhead who thinks you're entitled. Think about it this way. Zoe chose not to drive a car. Maybe she likes to use her legs because it's more new.
Money.
Maybe she wants to live longer by having the ozone not plugged with freaking carbon monoxide.
And I want to save money. I don't want the car insurance. I don't want the repairs.
See, let me put it this way. A car is a privilege. If you want a fucking car, you're paying for insurance. You're paying a driver's license. You're paying for title, taxes, gas. Some people can't afford it. You know what? Those people ride the fucking bus. Yeah. So if I'm tired and sick and tired of people saying they're privileged when you ain't entitled to shit. Now, excuse me, I need to find my pants real quick. I'm going outside. Probably stuck in that little corner in Grandma. My point is, for all of you, I guess she learned how to use the lift chair to lift herself up. That's a plus. Ain't funny, of course, peeps. Well, no, here's my pants. My point being is, look around, people. The American people think they're fucking entitled. You're not entitled to shit. So if a shit hits the fan situation, it's not our job to fucking save your ass. It's our job to save our own ass. If you live on 500 pounds of fucking tuna, good for you. If you don't, who cares? My point is, I don't give a shit. You see, it's not about how far something goes. Look at Sister Pee-wee. Sister Pee-wee will not buy fucking Keystone, for example, because Keystone's too expensive in her budget. She'll make things last. Other people, I mean, look. Amazon is cheaper than most fucking grocery stores. Even Zoe will tell you this. But some dillwad who's got his freaking dick so far up his ass wants to say, "Oh, well, Amazon's more money." Really? Let me tell you, I've heard this time and time again, over and over. And you know what? I'd rather give my fucking business to Amazon than pay $7 for a fucking gallon of milk.
Right.
We
don't have that kind of money.
Money doesn't grow on trees, but apparently some people think they're entitled to money because They think they're more fucking privileged and special. I don't see Zoe turning around saying she's privileged and special because she's entitled. You don't see me entitled. Me?
We don't consider ourselves entitled.
I could go on about my history and my past, but guess what? I'm not fucking entitled. What I am is a person that speaks my mind, drunk or sober, and I'll tell it like it is. You don't fucking use Keystone hamburger. Oh well, it was $8.99 on sale. Really? Maybe they had a bad batch with what's that? Mad cow disease in the can. See, I'm trying to be funny. So they were ditching it for $8.99 because most places. I mean, let me ask Zoe this just to get confirmation. Have you ever heard of Keystone?
Keystone Pipeline?
No, the Keystone canned meats that are expensive.
No, what is that?
They charge like up to 11. Yeah, look up Keystone canned meats real quick on your phone. She's so popular, people.
Yeah. Stop saying that. Keystone canned meat?
Yeah, Keystone canned meats. Most places charge $11 to $17 a can. He claims my grocery store selling for $8.99.
$9.98 Walmart.
Right now? Is that for the 14.5 ounce can?
Let's see what the size.
He's got the 28 ounce.
28 ounce.
All right. Is that our local Walmart? Let me look at the local Walmart.
I don't know which Walmart.
Let me look. I can look this up because, frankly, Keystone canned meat. Okay, here we go. So, in store.
Oh, will you help me with something right now?
Sure.
I still don't have emojis and it bothers me.
Anyways, while I do this, I'll let Zoe look at this. This is what's available at the local store. Ground beef, $9.22. Sliced beef, $23.99.
What happened to my emojis? They're nowhere. Like, I can't figure out how to use them. Like, if I want to send a text message to you, send a text message to yourself with an emoji. I can't figure out how to do it. Like, my emojis are gone.
Let me look.
I don't know if I turned off an app. I don't know if emojis are an app. But I'm like, where are my little
You got pics.
Right
here. You got
everything.
Camera.
Stickers.
Yeah, stickers. It doesn't show any stickers either.
But where are my emojis? Like, just send yourself like a crying face. I can't even do it. I can't.
Hold on. All right.
Maybe I shut it off by accident.
See, you got this. Download bit. Oh, here we go. Let's see. You got use stickers. Download Bitmoji. So they're telling you to download your Bitmojis right here.
Oh, is that what it is? Because I'm like,
here's your animated emojis right here.
I just want the ones that are like the regular smiley face, sad face.
Download Bitmoji right there. See, once you download it, it'll have it. See? Okay. You have to hit the back button, but there's the Bitmoji.
Okay, cool. So they're just that's just Bitmojis.
Yeah,
regular smiling faces and stuff.
Okay, so you go here. That's stickers.
Right. Where are the emojis?
That's what I'm saying. Bitmojis was.
Oh, is a Bitmoji an emoji?
Hold on. So you go here, click on this. It says download Bitmojis. I think they've updated your emojis to Bitmojis.
Is the Bitmoji a different thing?
I have no clue. You have to experiment with it. Anyways, peeps, I got my shoes on. I'm getting ready to do my thing, but let me just say for the record.
Can we just say that for the record?
So Higgins turns around and says this, Zoe. Have you ever thought Best Buy use date is May 2028, right, for his Keystone? What if his freezer goes out because he has no solar generator and all his prep spoiled?
I don't know.
Well, do you have any answers for that? Because I'm getting tired of these people thinking that they're entitled. No one's entitled
I have
to
no
shit.
Answers. That's the thing.
No one has answers. Do you think I have answers, sis?
No.
I need to find a can. Well, I gotta find out where my can went. Anyways, peeps. We've done this video long enough. I need to go outside for a couple minutes. So basically, you know, let me put it this way, peeps. The world doesn't owe you shit. Get off your ass and do something about it. Plain and simple. Why? And by the way, do I look like I'm jealous about Keystone? Because you know what I heard from my intel? Keystone's one of the worst, fattiest foods you can ever eat in a can. They use the cheapest hamburger.
We'll just cook. That's okay. We'll just cook.
Well, of course we're going to cook.
Right. I mean, come on, dude.
So for some of you out there, it looks like because I'm going to be busy Thursday off island, I'm going to have to make arrangements with Zoe for Wednesday or Saturday to get her to the food bank. So, because I'm sorry to say, even though Zoe's, people think Zoe's loaded with money, which she isn't, she's still got to survive. That means food bank, taxi services, and
so I finished my next book.
Food bank, taxi service, as well as other things. She's going to have to penny pinch. And as long as she's living on this island, she's going to realize it ain't going to get any cheaper. It's going to get more expensive because some people want to control them and monopolize the entire thing. So, in the meantime, I'm going to go outside for a bit because I want to spend at least a few minutes with Zoe privately outside. No, we're not interested in each other. She's my sister, but she realizes, you know, until Higgins, if you get ass hurt about this video, I don't care. You know why? Because Zoe and I already said, oh, by the way, want to make a joke real quick, sis? Brother Higgins can't cook for himself. Did you know that? I mean, literally.
What problem is that?
Well, maybe he needs to take cooking lessons.
Hey,
you know what?
I've been cooking since I was 8 years old.
I got an idea. I got an idea, sis.
Right.
Maybe you and I for his birthday. Wink. We should send him each a cookbook and see if we can actually start learning to cook instead of buying everything pre-made in a can.
I doubt it.
All right, peeps. Well,
time and effort, my friend.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. Just remember, I'm going to go outside for a while. I'm not going to even argue with Higgins because, frankly, arguing with Higgins is like arguing with a stump, okay? Right. Frankly, I don't give two shits. You can buy hamburger that is all fat, and yet what they do, Higgins, is they drain the fucking fat off and say it's 5% fat because the fat's in the can. Now, I could sell Zoe brand pre-cooked hamburger that might be 60-40, and I'll say it's only got a 2% fat content because I drained off all the fucking fat off the damn frying pan after she cooked it.
I only do the 80-20.
That's not my point. My point is I use the 93.7, but my point is if I bought 60-40 hamburger and I drained off all the fat in a strainer, put it in a can, and said it's only 2% fat, it's only because that's what's left of the fucking drippings after it's basically solidified in can.
Well, and you can be the judge of my food. You're gonna heat up the manicotti and then just do a review.
Exactly. I'm gonna review her manicotti for you. So in the meantime, everyone, I gotta go. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestion, hit the like, subscribe button, so it's fun for your family, including your dogs, cats, your bunnies, service dogs, service bunnies. The bell notification, thumbs up button, subscribe button. Keep the comments nice all we ask. Thank you, and God bless you in everything you do. And I will do another unboxing video tomorrow, more preps. Thank you, and leave the comments nice all we ask. God bless you, and see you tomorrow.